Now, I am the first rebuttal and negative rebuttal, and I'm just going to say some other stuff that the opposing side has said. For example, that MLDA is largely ineffective because the majority of teens continue to consume alcohol. Now, there are also many statistics and studies that which highlight the fact that at a higher drinking age, that there would be less accidents. There would, even if, since we have a higher drinking age, there will be less accidents. So yes, they're arguing that even though that there's a drinking age, no matter what, teenagers such as 13-year-olds are still going to binge drink. Now, I have a statistic from Alexander C. Wagner and Tracy L. Toomey. Effects of minimum drinking age laws review and analysis of the literature from 1960 and 2000, Journal of Studies on Alcohol. Now, the statistic is, in a 2002 meta-study, 87% of the analysis found higher legal drinking ages associated with lower alcohol consumption. Now, this is basically restating that since there is a legal drinking age of 21, there is lower alcohol consumption in younger teenagers as well as younger adults. And there's also a study that shows that when the beginning of the age limit had been increased to 21, there had been less drivers who had high blood alcohol levels. Here's a citation for my study that I'm going to state. Results of the 2007 National Roadside Survey of Alcohol and Drug Use by Drivers, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, July 2009. Now, it says in 2009, the NHTSA, which is the National Roadside Survey of Alcohol and Drug Abuse, found that the percentage of weekend nighttime drivers with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08 or higher declined from 5.4 in 1986, which is 4 years after the MLDA was raised to 21, to 2.2% in 2007. So, I mean, just even though they're arguing that people are still going to drink and binge drink, I'm basically saying that there are results here with the MLDA being currently at 21, and there should not be any alteration to lower it. So, even though people are still going to be binge drinking, there is some great outcomes for having an MLDA to being 21. And I believe that one of my opposings, I forgot who it was, said that it was actually good for the heart. Well, I mean, yes, I guess it's good for the heart. But think about your brain. Your brain doesn't end development at the age of 25. So I have a statistic saying that alcohol consumption can interfere with the development of a young adult's brain, frontal lobes, essential for function, such as emotional regulation, planning, and organization. So this is a general statistic saying that alcohol throughout binge drinking with alcohol and just consumption of alcohol in younger ages is going to be affecting your brain development as well as other brain functionalities. Now, I also have another one, which is from Big Mayor J. and Hemingway D. Minimum age drinking laws and youth suicide, 1997-1999. When alcohol consumption interferes with this early adult brain development, the potential for chronic problems such as greater vulnerability to addiction, dangerous risk-taking behaviors, reduced decision-making abilities, memory loss, depression, violence, and suicide is greater. So basically, everything that alcohol comes with it is going to be more potent with younger people. Okay, younger people, and yeah. So that's basically my rebuttal.